With Conor?
Yeah.
When he fell down the second time, I was like, oh, this is not good. The first time I thought he just slipped. It's hard to tell. It's wild. It's in the moment. I thought he slipped. And then when he got up and he threw a kick again, I'm like, oh, I don't like how his leg just gave out. That didn't seem like... I'm still hoping he's just slipping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he's just freaking out because he hasn't been in the octagon in 5 years. And then he started moving around and he like grabbed his knee and buckled.
Okay.
And there was some conversation.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, there was some conversation going on between him and Max Holloway. And I was like, you know, Max is saying he can't fight, like something's wrong. And he's saying, fight me. He's like, get up. And so he lets him up. And then
online. And it was his birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to Conor. 38 years young. Here he is with his wife, Dee, seemingly in good spirits.
8 years of age.
Yes.
Happy birthday to the mic.
Happy birthday.
We'll be back.
It matches your outfit even.
We'll be back. Come on.
Talking.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. We'll be back. Let's go. Let's go. I know.
Gonna fight again, and I believe the mindset around the team right now is, all right, we talked about obstacles, we talked about overcoming obstacles, this is another one, and we're gonna try to overcome it. And so I don't think, look, you never know what can happen, but I don't think in his...
Conor McGregor has resurfaced online after his latest injury, marking the occasion with his 34th birthday celebration alongside Dee Devlin. The timing sparked interest in the MMA world, with fans eager to see how the former two-division champion was faring after his setback. In a brief video, McGregor appeared relaxed and upbeat, but one detail in particular caught the attention of fans and analysts, igniting widespread debate across the MMA community.
Shit ton, $30 million for almost no work. Didn't really take a punch. Max Holloway got paid for nothing as well. The fight didn't happen, and of course everyone's out there. They've all got opinions. Everyone's calling it a fakes and saying that he was injured beforehand and this and that, and shut the hell up, okay? Anytime Conor McGregor fights, anytime there's a big, huge fight, you get tons of casuals tuning in. They don't know what they're talking about. Conor McGregor often starts his fights with something wild, and when you've been away from the sport for 5 years and you're walking into the octagon at the T-Mobile Arena and they've got the dry ice and the crowd is going crazy for you, yeah, you got a fair bit of adrenaline running through your body, and you're asking yourself a lot of questions like, have I still got it? Can I still do this, okay? Am I still the guy? Am I as good as what I used to be? Because you never know. Maybe throughout that training camp, maybe he knew he wasn't as good as what he used to be.
Fans quickly scrutinized the footage, slowing it down to examine every detail, while sports injury specialist Dr. Brian Sutterer provided a medical assessment of the incident.
Da-da-da-da-da. It's the motherfucking D-O-double-G.
He knows it. Oh, he fucked his knee. Why did he do that? They made for a shit main event. He won't be back. Look how mad the crowd everybody is. Nah, I don't think so.
McGregor was finished by Max Holloway in 1 minute and 9 seconds due to injury. The fight starts. Conor does this running, jumping kick. As he lands, you could see his knee go, but there's no fighting on one leg, especially against a guy like Max Holloway. Just impossible. UFC 329 was more disappointing to me than Tom.
Notably, McGregor didn't appear to be wearing a visible knee brace, and he seemed to be moving his injured leg with ease, showing no obvious signs of discomfort.
The biggest setup ever.
I think he thought it would be ready by the day.
Yeah.
And it was like almost ready, but not enough to give it 100%. Like,
and so they couldn't call the fight off because $25 million gate. What are you going to say?
Exactly. You got to play it off.
But there was no physical contact made with either one, right? So if you do it and you blow out your knee, that's a no contest.
Yeah. So nobody wins. So in fight contract, does he still get paid?
Yeah.
Do they
yeah, he weighed in, stepped on the scale.
So even though...
He get his show money for sure. It looked like the biggest ripoff in the world. Because everybody betting on Conor.
Yeah, 1,500 days off, 69 seconds back. So everyone's saying
millions. It's some bullshit. We've been hyped. Oh shit, am I lying?
Yeah.
That was the biggest bank robbery I ever seen.
According to Dr. Sutterer, this could be an encouraging sign, potentially indicating no significant damage to the MCL or LCL. However, he quickly cautioned against drawing major conclusions. He explained that a short video reveals little about the ACL or meniscus, meaning Conor McGregor looking comfortable doesn't necessarily lessen the injury's initial severity.
An already injured meniscus or lead to a new injury of the meniscus. Again though, this position, absolutely we have to keep an ACL on the differential. I think though if we were going to see the ACL, it would have been in this position. We would have seen that knee rotate a little bit more. We would have seen the tibia shift. So I'm going to put ACL number 2 behind the meniscus number 1. Either way, just absolutely really devastating. I mean, I remember the last McGregor fight, you know, he broke his leg. So to see him come back here, whether he was injured coming into the fight or this was a new injury, you got to wonder if this is going to be the end for him, if he can come back.
You know, is it as easy as that? Or how, like, I know you just kind of described it, but how did you get that confidence back to walk in there and face a guy like Max Holloway on Saturday?
Man, I don't know. It's above, brother. It's divine. It's not me. It's above. That's how I feel with it. I could question my own self with that also, but I have it. I'm confident, and I'm going to showcase it.
The biggest question surrounding Conor McGregor now isn't about his mental state, but whether he'll ever step back into the octagon. Those close to his camp view his current injury as just another hurdle, not the end of his career. McGregor has overcome significant setbacks before, and there's no indication he considers UFC 329 his last fight. However, another comeback would likely require surgery, followed by months of rehab and a full training camp. At 38, that's a tough road ahead. Despite this, McGregor's recent comments and appearances suggest retirement isn't on his mind yet. Meanwhile, Joe Rogan recalled the exact moment he realized something was wrong during McGregor's fight with Max Holloway, initially thinking McGregor had simply slipped or lost his footing.
Was out there talking a lot of shit as well.
I'm aware I did a post yesterday, and I should probably apologize for
absolutely nothing, homie. This dude, that's how beef works.
And of course, you know, it didn't go his way. He didn't get the win. He didn't get the biggest comeback in combat sports history to happen next. Well, first of all, we know he's going to have surgery, okay? Is it a torn ACL? Is it a torn meniscus? If it's a meniscus, he might be back within 6 months. If it's an ACL, a year. It could be 18 months. You never know. Maybe that's the end of his career. But he's only got one fight.
Know what I mean? But that's the thing with this sport. You've got to stay consistent. You've got to keep fighting. And I think where he hasn't fought in so long, his body couldn't keep up with it. And coming out and throwing a crazy kick like that first thing, his knee just collapsed underneath him, and I feel bad for him. Know what I mean? He's put so much into coming back and getting back in the octagon, and that happens in the first.
Initial thoughts of ring rust faded quickly. Conor McGregor attempted another kick, and his leg buckled a second time. The situation became undeniable when McGregor grabbed his knee before collapsing again. Max Holloway immediately recognized something was seriously wrong. Despite McGregor's insistence on continuing, Holloway allowed him back to his feet, only for the knee to buckle once more. At that point, Joe Rogan felt the referee had no choice but to wave off the fight. Michael Bisping later addressed the growing online conspiracy theories. Some fans suggested McGregor entered the fight already injured, while others even claimed the entire sequence was staged. Bisping firmly rejected both ideas, arguing McGregor's aggressive opening was likely the result of adrenaline and excitement after a 5-year absence from the sport.
He seems to be in good spirits. He seems to be happy. He says that he is going to be back, which is probably the most the most important nugget of it all there. He seems to be grounded. Who knows? It's a 30-second video. I saw some people breaking down, whether or not this means it's this kind of injury, that kind of injury, including our pal Dr. Suterer, who said this on Twitter when he saw the video. Lack of brace, assuming he didn't just take it out for the video, means no high-grade collateral ligament injury, MCL/LCL, means nothing about ACL and meniscus. Range of motion being at least 90 degrees of flexion.
This arena, I love fight night, fight week, and God willing, I'm back here next week and the week after. How many weeks is in a year? 54. Here you go. I could fight every week if it's a go. Before the injury, I had maybe 3 within the year. People don't recall that. And yeah, now there you go. We plan on getting busy here.
Can we get back to that? Or will even the business, will the fight business allow it when you almost get too big to fight that frequently, right? Or can we get back to that level of activity?
I wish for it. I wish for it. So if I'm the man in the arena, right? I'm the one that's making the walk. So if I'm the one who's pushing for it and campaigning for it, I'm sure that is the case. Now I've said my piece with the Ultimate Fighting Championship and their staging of my bouts, and they've said their piece. And
Conor McGregor came out aggressively, looking for a quick finish, even attempting a flashy jumping kick, similar to Jorge Masvidal's infamous flying knee against Ben Askren. However, he was out of range and landed awkwardly, with his knee appearing to give out instantly. Michael Bisping viewed this as a mistake made in the heat of the moment, rather than evidence of a pre-existing injury or a fixed fight. McGregor himself denied having any injuries prior to the fight, stating that he had trained normally, throwing kicks and moving without issues, and felt sharp, confident, and fully prepared for the big night.
McGregor was coming back. He always threatened coming back, didn't he? But I think that there's been so many stop-starts with McGregor that 6 years. Yeah, no one knows where we're up to. But you know what? I watched a couple of his interviews recently. He seems in a really good place. I know it's only an interview, but he does seem in a good place. When McGregor's on form, he's absolutely unreal. Absolutely unreal. He's beat Max Holloway before. Max Holloway, in my opinion, really, really good fighter. One of the best ever. Didn't look great in his last fight. Did not look great against Charles Oliveira at all. He looked like he kind of was questioning whether he wanted to be there or not at points. But he was fighting a grappler, so when it's all striking, which it probably will be, sometimes when you're fighting regular, that helps as well. Sometimes it works the other way. It just depends where they're at. But like I say, I heard a couple of McGregor interviews. I was very impressed with what he was talking about and how calm he seemed and how focused he seemed. I know it's just an interview, it doesn't really mean anything, but he's up against it, against an active guy like Max Holloway. But I think the thing is that power doesn't leave. He needs one shot and it can be over. So I'm more favouring towards a McGregor win, to be honest. I can tell, but how does Holloway win this fight?
Holloway wins by just out-voluming him, being at the right spots at the right time. Very tall, lanky guy, using good footwork, using good timing. His timing is definitely going to be better because he's been fighting way more regular than McGregor. I think that there's definitely a possibility of Max Holloway picking him off and moving. But
Conor McGregor's injury has hit him hard emotionally, admitting it's one of the darkest moments of his life. However, Michael Bisping reminds us to keep things in perspective. McGregor has the support of his family, loyal fans, and financial security. Bisping believes this setback may delay McGregor's future, but it doesn't mean his fighting story is over. The full extent of the injury is still unknown, leaving fans waiting for answers. If it's a meniscus injury, McGregor could return within months, but a significant ACL tear could mean a year-long recovery or more, which at 38 raises concerns about regaining his explosiveness. McGregor has faced similar challenges before, including an ACL injury against Max Holloway and a broken leg against Dustin Poirier. This latest setback may be his toughest yet, and beyond the injury, a bigger question is emerging.
So it's like he had it prayed. One of the craziest training camps that he's ever had, the most money he's ever gonna make, and he still made it. But it's just, you almost feel guilty. It was kind of the same thing with Patty. Patty went out there, at least subbed him, looked fucking sick. But you almost feel guilty because you're not hurt, your hands don't hurt, your face doesn't hurt, nothing hurts. I bet Max was just like, what the fuck? I would be, if I was in Max's position, I'm sure I'd be so, like, you're grateful, you're blessed, everything's great, but you didn't get to go out there and do what you love to do. You didn't get to go out there and perform. You didn't go out there and show the world how good you
kick that blew his knee out is because of the nerves, and also because he wants to show everyone, I've still got it, I'm still that guy. And you never know, there's a crazy world where the kick actually connects. I mean, look at Jorge Masvidal when he sprinted at Ben Askren and knocked him out. It's the quickest knockout in UFC history. I'm sure that's what he was trying to do, but it was ill-advised. He was out of range. It wasn't the most athletic kick. And of course, as we know, when he hit the canvas, he blew his goddamn knee out, right? It let the air out of the arena. It was like a wet fart. Everyone was like, oh my God, what is going on? Are you kidding me? Now, the big question is, of course, What is he gonna do? Will he come back? That's what everybody wants to know. But here's what he actually said. He said, I was so sharp and so ready for this fight. I cannot believe what has happened. The talk of me being off while walking into the fight is nonsense. I was calm, ready, and confident, and I am in.
Reports indicate that Conor McGregor has just one fight left on his current UFC contract, creating an intriguing situation for both parties. The UFC may attempt to negotiate a new long-term agreement before his final appearance, ensuring one of their biggest stars remains under contract. Alternatively, McGregor could fulfill his obligation and become a free agent, pursuing opportunities like launching his own promotion, blockbuster boxing matches, or exploring other high-profile ventures. Several notable fighters, including Max Holloway, Michael Chandler, Paddy Pimblett, and Dustin Poirier, have expressed interest in welcoming McGregor back to the octagon. However, Michael Bisping believes the UFC might have a different plan, using McGregor's enormous drawing power to elevate their next superstar, potentially Paddy Pimblett. Bisping thinks this would generate enormous worldwide interest while establishing the UFC's next marquee attraction. According to Bisping, McGregor's motivation has never been about money, but rather pride, legacy, and the desire to write a better ending to his remarkable career. The biggest questions now revolve around his recovery, potential return to form, and who he'll face if he fights again. Will it be Michael Chandler, Max Holloway, Dustin Poirier, or a younger name like Paddy Pimblett? At 38 years old, after multiple devastating injuries and a 5-year hiatus, this would be the toughest comeback of McGregor's career. However, given his history, it's difficult to imagine him accepting this as the final image of his career without trying to rewrite the ending one last time. McGregor's future has never been more uncertain, and his next move will be closely watched by the MMA world.